Hey guys, so today I want to talk about data modeling fundamentals that you must know before you hop inside the world of business intelligence and Power BI, right? So let's just get started and see what all we have on the agenda today. So first of all, we have data and lookup tables. You might also use see or hear the terms fact and dimension tables instead of these. Then we have primary keys and foreign keys, relationship cardinality and filter rows. And finally, we'll also see an implementation in Power BI itself. Okay, let's keep going. So what are data and lookup tables, right? So a data table essentially has the numerical data that we expect in a business use case. Okay. For example, there is the table you can see on the top right corner. We have a fact table or a data table called orders, right? Order measure. Over here, you will see like what all the order quantity a customer is making. That is the business measure or a numerical field, right? Similarly, we have lookup tables. So lookup tables give us the dimensions that your business is having. For example, sales are happening, but from which store, right? So the store is a lookup value here or a dimension value here. So out here you can see a store table that is linked to the fact table of orders. So that's how the connection is between lookup tables and data tables, or you can also call them dimension tables and fact tables. So let's move on. Then we have the concept of primary keys and foreign keys. So I'll start with what the primary key is. A primary key is essentially identifying every row in a table uniquely, right? So you have tables of data, right? So uh, a fact table here is like a Excel sheet which has different rows and columns, and some of the columns are used to uniquely identify the a record in a table, right? So, for example, a product, let's look at the product table. You can have a unique identifier as one, two, three, four, anything that is uniquely identifying a particular row. And then you can have the product names accordingly. So any such unique identifier is called a primary key. Now, what is a foreign key? A foreign key is a primary key in one table, but that is being used for reference in another table. For example, uh, the dimension table product here is having a primary key called product key. But you can see that the product key is also present in the orders table, right? Which is our fact table. So over here, it will reference which product it is from the product table by using the key, right? So the product key is a foreign key inside the orders table, but it's a primary key in the dimension table, which is the product table. So I hope I could distinguish between the two. And just one more point to distinguish the two, primary keys are unique, whereas foreign keys they can be repeated, right, in their respective tables. Now moving on, we have a relationship cardinality. So what are these? Relationship cardinalities is basically telling you how many references are being made from one table to another. For example, over here, all the three are one to many relationships because you can have one product from the product table that might associate with multiple products or product keys in the fact table. Same goes for the time table and the store table. It's the same dynamic. So this is one type of cardinality, which is the one-to-many cardinality. But we also have a one-to-one cardinality where each instance of one table can be associated with at most another instance of another table. Okay. So now, a one-to-one, an example that I can think of at the moment is, let's say you have uh, just one transaction happening every day, or let's say you have a dates table and another table where you are mentioning the best interaction you had with a friend. So every day you will only have one particular interaction. So in that case, the date column in the interactions table will have a one-to-one relationship with the dates table as a dimension table. Similarly, we also have many-to-many relationships. So for example, I can think of movie stars in movies, right? So one actor can be present in many movies, and many movies can also be performed by one actor. So it's a many to many relationship. there again. So where values are repeating. But in the scope of business intelligence and Power BI, we are generally using a one-to-many relationship that is also being shown in this schema, right? So we'll continue discussing these in future videos as well. For now, just know that one-to-many relationships are the ones that are used most often. Finally, we have filter flows. So this is telling you it how the filters flow in Power BI. This we'll talk about. I'll demo this in a minute, but just to understand the concept, it is how filtering happens. So, for example, if I want to understand how many products are being sold for a particular product, right? Let's say a jogger or a shoe. I can I can just filter that in this table, in the products table. If I filter it here, the same filter will follow through to the facts table and give me the total sales for the that particular product that is happening. So these were the concepts that I wanted to demonstrate, right? Now what I will do is I will show you an instance of this happening in Power BI. So out here we have four tables, right? We have sales, we have products. I've only taken five products to keep things simple. We have customers, again, this five to keep things simple, and store. Okay. Now I've taken a slicer here, which is essentially which product you are having, right? So if you look at this, it is coming from the products table. And over here, what we have done is the table represents the different products and the sum of the quantity sold. So sum of these quantities and the name of the product. So let's say I only select boots in the products. See, you will just see 51, which is the total number of boots that are there. And why this is happening? Because of how the filter flows that we spoke about. The previous concept that we spoke about is the flow of the filters are always happening from the one side of a relationship to the many side of the relationship. So if you look here, you basically filtered on the products table. So that filter followed through and just filtered for the products that are having boots as the product name. So yeah, I hope these concepts made sense to you, like what this definition means of filtering happening from one side to the many side. And yeah, let me know if you have some questions. These are the fundamental concepts that you should know before getting into BI. And like why the structures are created like this, that I'll cover in another video. It's basically to create data consistency and normalization. That will be another video. Thank you, and please do give me some feedback, right? I'll just stop sharing this.